Happy New Year and welcome to the Danger Zone! I told you we had a special edition because better than Ikaruga, better than Kirby in the Forgotten Land, there's one thing, movie of the year, trumps all, hands down. And obviously, you can tell from what I'm wearing and my Hard Rock San Diego shirt that I think you know what number one is. But, unfortunately, out of the 15 movies I saw this year, I can only make it top 9. So, we got the top 9 movies of 2022. Woo! And Happy New Year. Okay, so starting off at number 9, and represented by another stinker, we've got Dragon Ball, well, Z Resurrection F, but Dragon Ball Superhero. I mean, you just start off with a dumb name, and you're gonna probably end up with a dumb movie. They did the Saiyans dirty. They could have just had them. They could have just done a time skip to get Gohan and Goten and Trunks to, become teenagers or whatever. Instead of just saying, oh, Saiyans shoot up. They stay your kids for really long and then they just shoot up. They did them dirty. One line ruined about 40 years of plot. So, it's stupid. Piccolo was fantastic. Piccolo was the highlight of the movie. But, God, it's Beast Mode Gohan. Why are you going to make him the same color? I know he's gray with whatever red electric or whatever he's got. But why are you going to make him the same color as Goku? He's got the spirit of the angels when he goes Ultra Instinct. And that's why he's silver. Gray is too much like silver. They should have made him orange. Because it'd be like Piccolo. That would have blown my mind. But no. And then you got stupid Cell Max. The first one is biological. Cell Max is biological components. You need to eradicate every molecule, everything about Cell so he doesn't regenerate. How can Cell Max not regenerate but Cell can? Oh my, it was just terrible. And Gamma, they didn't need to use gray for those colors either. It was just bad. Superhero was bad. It's a bad Dragon Ball movie. I'm glad I saw it on the first day of the month because paying full price, I would have been so pissed. I didn't see this at full price either, and it would not have been worth it. So, Dragon Ball Superhero, worst movie I saw all year, but it's got to make the top 9 because I only saw 9 movies. Okay, another stand-in for the number 8 movie of the year is Doctor Strange. Because I saw the Multiverse of Madness, and it was pretty good. A lot better than Superhero, but it was pretty good. But it starts from a place that, unless you watch WandaVision on Disney Plus, you can't maximize the movie. Some of the people I talked to were totally lost, like, whoa, I didn't see the TV show, so I don't know what was going on. And it wasn't good. And I did lose some respect for Doctor Strange after the events of another movie on this list, because he needed to be the adult in the room, until a certain person handled it better. But, very disappointed in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. And, Phase 4, just in general, sucked. But, you know that. You don't need me to tell you. Moving on. Is that really next? Wow. Okay, huge jump in quality here. We've got Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and the last movie in Phase 4. They handled the Chadwick Boseman thing really well. Boseman? Did I say that? Okay. But yeah, again, rest in peace. He was a fantastic actor. After he passed, I went back and I watched him in, what was it, 42, the Jackie Robinson story. He was excellent, and I was a fan from the, well, not the first Black Panther. I was a fan from Civil War and then Black Panther. And yeah, just, very sad, very tragic that he had to pass. But they did handle it well in the movie. I will say that. It's still out, so no spoilers, but or not too many spoilers. You got the Reflection Namor underwater as the villain. He was alright. I mean, he seemed way too overpowered for me, to me. But then again, I guess a lot of the supervillains are. But yeah, there are some things that could have been done better. But Black Panther, really good. Totally worth the see. And that's my number 7. No, number 8. No, it's number 7. You read it. Dragon Ball Superhero 9. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness 8. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, my number 7 movie of the year. And this one's actually good. So there we go. Represented by a flyer. And they do these flyers at movie theaters in Japan. It's great. So I do have a few of these for my friends. So maybe they'll pick those up next time I visit, or vice versa. Okay, number 6, and this was fantastic. And I got this random call the night before we saw it. Like, yo, I got an extra ticket to this movie. You want to see it? I'm like, sure. And so he paid for the tickets. I bought popcorn. Well, he already bought the tickets, but this is represented by this cool comic book that came with it. But One Piece Red. Again, it's not canon like most of the movies are, which is really annoying. Unless it's the case of Dragon Ball Superhero, which I hope is not canon because that sucked. But, I mean, I really liked it. I would say I'm a One Piece casual. I like the idea, I like some of the stories. I haven't seen it all, because there's like 1,000 episodes to watch, and that's just insane, an insane amount of stuff. But I like this. The music is a highlight. It's got a good story. Although the title is misleading because Red doesn't really do much throughout the movie, and that's what a lot of people were expecting. So I can see where the fans are kind of upset with that. But yeah, One Piece Red, great movie. And it's weird that I'm saying One Piece is better than Dragon Ball, but hey, that's the world we live in. So 2022, great year for movies, but One Piece Red is my number 6 movie of the year. Boom. And, I mean, it's number 5, but it's not the same tier as the other 4 in the tier. So we'll just qualify that. But we do have Thor, Love and Thunder. And actually, I was going back and forth between One Piece Red and this, but at the end of the day, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and, he's my favorite Avenger. The strongest Avenger. The only Avenger with 4 movies, so, yeah. But, I mean, the humor was hit and miss. I liked it. I can see with repeated viewings how it would actually get old, but, or if you're not into that kind of humor, then it would be old from the start. And they could have done some things differently, but I thought it was pretty good. The villain, played by Christian Bale, hey, it's a Bale Batman type of year. What can I say? He was good, but like we said, the movies are starting to get formulaic. So Marvel really needs to kick it into gear, and they don't have an overarching arc. Like they did with Phase 1. Although, I guess they sort of didn't until... But even Phase 1, the movies had the end credits and they were connecting, and they finally had the Tesseract in Avengers, right? So they were building towards that. This, Phase 4, what are they really building to? They were building to Kang, but he's getting introduced in Phase 5 in Quantumania in February. And that's another thing, just so much quantity. There were 4 movies this year, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. 4 movies this year. What the hell? That's too much. And all the Marvel Plus, not Marvel Plus, Disney Plus TV series. It's too much. Chill. We don't need Call of Duty every year. We don't need Pokemon every year. We don't need Marvel movies every 3 to 4 months. It's too much. We can't keep up. Give us time to enjoy what we've seen, think about it, and then get hyped for the next product. I mean, freaking Quantumania trailers were released before Black Panther even came out. Like, what the hell? How can you get hyped for the current movie if you're hyping the next movie already? Chill. It's too much. But still, Love and Thunder was pretty good. Could have been better. Could have been worse. But here we go. Your number four movie of the year. Crap, that's a different list. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Number 4 movie of the year. Thor: Love and Thunder. Just barely beating out One Piece Red. Okay. Your number 3 movie of the year. And again. No. Number 4 movie of the year. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. This was 5. Okay, 5, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yes. Thor, number 5 movie of the year. And I could go either way on this, but The Batman, I'm going to give the number 4 movie of the year to. Again, massive jump in quality. This is the next year. But, I don't know. It's a great Batman story. Great villains. It's never boring. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes, I think. But it's never boring. Whereas, oh my God, they could have cut so much. Well, maybe not so much, but they could have cut a lot. It was 2 hours and 50 minutes. That's 3 hours. They could have cut about 20 minutes and still had a great movie here. Had a much better movie, rather. But this was not, it was long, but not boring. Catwoman was good. Penguin was interesting. El Rata Alada. Riddler was fantastic. Yeah, Batman. This is what we were waiting for. It's been a while since, since Dark Knight Rises, and which wasn't as good as The Dark Knight. So it was great to have a good Batman release. And I think this is their own separate lane than the DCEU. So that's going to be good. And I'm looking forward to the next one. Batman, The Batman, your 2022 number 4 movie of the year. And number 3, you probably saw, well, you knew it was coming. You probably wouldn't expect it to be this low. But Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. No Way Home. Far better movie than Far From Home. Again, fantastic movie. I love seeing all 3 Spider-Men. Doctor Strange should have been the adult in the room and handled the situation better. But the movie is great. The ending not so good for Peter Parker, but and does it rely on cheap nostalgia pops? Yes. Is that a problem? No. It's a great movie, and if you consider Tobey Maguire in the MCU, then his movie, I think, is actually the first movie in the MCU. So think about that one. But Spider-Man No Way Home, great freaking movie. My number 3 movie of the year. And a must-watch for Spider-Man fans, must-watch for Marvel fans, must-watch for just cinema goers in general. Of course, it is a CG spectacle, but what do you expect from Marvel? And that is why these next 2 movies are so special. Because they use practical effects, and they use them so well. It's a return to cinematic glory. And this is going to look a little strange, but you've got Top Gun Wingman Edition, Blu-ray and video game. Not talking about the video game, obviously. But when they did a re-release around mid-September, or they released a double feature of another movie we'll be talking about, and Top Gun. And this was the first time I'd actually seen Top Gun in theaters, and it was fantastic. It was the highlight of that day, I'm going to be honest, but because I'd never seen it on the big screen. But Top Gun, I watch it every year on the 4th of July. It's one of my favorite movies. It's fantastic. And I got to see it on the big screen. And, you know, all of these movies are great, but... okay, not all the movies. Okay. Reverse gear. Some of the movies would be better in just a 2022 vacuum. But the fact that I got to see the 1986 film on the big screen in 2022, that gives it the number 2 spot. And yeah, Top Gun, your number 2 movie of 2022. And obviously, you know what the number 1 movie of 2022 is. But what do we got here? We've got the Steelbook 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital code version of Top Gun Maverick. We've got the 2-movie collection slipcover, Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. And we've got the Top Gun Maverick soundtrack. And if it looks a little big, that's because it is. I got this in and I'm like, what? I didn't order a 45 record, and how are you going to fit the whole soundtrack on a 45 anyway? And it's kind of small for a 45. I think those would be about that big. But I opened it up. I'll do that right now. I get the OB here for you too. I can see the OB. Whoa. Supposed to be talking about the movie. It comes with this little booklet. Are those the lyrics or? Well, it's information about the songs. Special thanks. That's great. And I think this is where those stickers you may have seen on Amazon come from. It's got a poster for the movie. God, it's just amazing. Oh yeah, I actually need to talk about the movie itself. But come on. Sometimes I hate folding posters because they're just okay. Look at that. Oh man, it's fantastic. Might help if I fold it the right way. This is the Japanese bonus pamphlet. Might be song translations or something. There are lyrics in there with translations. So that's pretty cool. And then this big disc, but it's got the CD in the middle. And Top Gun Maverick soundtrack on the back. But yeah, this movie blew my mind. And I didn't get to see it opening day, but I did see it within the first week. And it was like so freaking good. And then I saw it with one of my friends. It was the second time in June. And I took a little bit of time to chill. And then somebody else wanted to see it. And it's like, okay, well, now I've seen it 3 times. And another friend had seen it 5 times. So he was an ace. And I'm like, 2 more and I'm an ace. So, talked to Mom. And it's like, okay, do you want to see it when you come over? She's like, yeah, okay. So, that would be 4. So I'm like, okay, if I see it next week, I'll be at 4, and when we see it on IMAX, it'll be 5, and I'll be an ace. Cool. So, we did that, and then they had the double feature. Like we said, Top Gun and Maverick together. We got the double feature. It's like, okay, well, that's the 6th time I'd seen it. And it's like, okay, I'm done. I've seen Maverick 6 times in theaters. It's awesome. I'm ready for this. I pre-ordered this stuff. Then it comes along and it's still in theaters. And it's still in theaters. And I'm looking and it's still in theaters. I was like, well, okay, I might go. I'm like, nah, I might go. And then things came up. But then it was Veterans Day. And I was like, okay, well, if it's open, we're going. Boom. Veterans Day. I saw that over the opening day of Black Panther. So I saw Top Gun Maverick 7 times in theaters. And it was worth every yen because the movie is freaking amazing. The practical effects are fantastic. No over-reliance on CG. Great acting. So tense. And even though I know what's happening, I'm quoting the lines in the theater. But it's still special every time. And that's why you cannot beat Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick is hands down the best movie of 2022. I recommend it to anyone. And yeah, let me know what movies you saw. What were the best movies of 2022 for you in the comments. Thanks for watching. I know 4 top 10 videos, or equivalent, is a bit much. But thanks as always for watching. And until next time, have a good one in the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone.